Hello everyone, I'm Tamizharasi from First BCom General B section of Mahalakshmi Women's of Arts and Science College. I'm going to review the book of The Kite by Khaled Hossaini. The unforgettable, heartbreaking story of the unlucky friendship between a wealthy boy and the son of his father's servant. The Kite Runner is a beautifully crafted novel set in a country that is in the process of being destroyed. It is about the power of reading, the price of betrayal, and the possibility of remediation and exploitation of the power of father over sons. Their love, they sacrifice their lives. A sweeping story of family, love, and friendship told against the devastating background of the history of Afghanistan over the last 30 years. The Kite Runner is an unusual, powerful novel that has become a beloved one of a kind of classic. A Kite Runner by Khaled Hossaini starts off really great. It does not degenerate into crap, but I want to stress that it starts off really great. I have never been Afghanistan before. I imagine very few of us have. But this book paints such a weird mental image of life in Kabul during the early 70s. Before the Soviet development of their army there, that I feel as if I have some kind of first hand experience. I am not saying it's an accurate picture of the real Kabul at that time, just that the image and the imaginary atmosphere seems very real. Wildlife horses could not drag me there now. But I imagining back then it was a nice place and time to grow up, depending upon your station in life there I guess. Amir looks back on his childhood in Afghanistan. He lived with his father Baba and their two servants, Ali and his son Hazan. His father close friend Rahim Khan visits. Afghanistan king is overthrown. Amir and Hazan are playing one day when they run into their three boys, who threatens to beat Amir up for playing with an ethnic minority like Hazan. Hazan used to sling slot to scare the boys off. It is winter and everyone is a kite flying tournament. When a kite falls, ball chases after to revive it, which they call kite run, wins the tournament and Hazan runs after the other kite. Amir goes after him and finds him being held down in an alley by the three bully boys who are raping them. Amir runs away and when Hazan returns, he pretends like he does not know what happened. Two boys begin to drift apart. Amir feels guilty and wants Hazan to leave. He hides money under Hazan's pillow and tells his father that Hazan stole it. His father comforts Hazan, who admits to doing it, though he did not. Ali and Hazan are sent away. The story skips forward many years to Amir and his father's escaping Kabul as Soviet troops invade. They escape to Pakistan and then move to California. Baba works at a gas station and Amir goes to school. They work at a flea market on weekend. One day, they run into an old friend at the market, generally Tari. Amir notices his daughter Soria. He tries to speak with her. Baba is diagnosed with lung cancer. Amir proposes to Soria and they hold the wedding quickly so that Baba can attend. Baba dies a month later from Rahim Khan, who wants him to visit in his Pakistan. He goes and Rahim tells him that Afghanistan has gotten much worse. He also followed Hazan after he was kicked from their home. Hazan ended up married with a son in Kabul. Years later, he heard that the Taliban killed Hazan and his wife and put their son in an orphanage. Asks Amir to go Kabul and find the son Sorab and bring him to Pakistan so that Rahim can care of her. He also tells Amir that the Baba was Hazan's father, his brother. He goes to the orphanage but is told that they have moved to the boy. Goes to Saucer game the next day, where a Taliban official is supposed to be. They hear a witness a stoning at off time and realize how bad Kabul has gotten. He meets the official and tells him that he looking for Sorab and he bring him in. He looks at tough, he been sexually abused. Ami realizes the official is one of the bullying boys from childhood. Officials attack them and Sorab shoots them with a single shot so Amir can escape. Amir asks him to come live with his wife and him in the US and Sorab agrees. Yes, difficulty getting Sorab of the US as a no papers. Sorab tries to kill himself. He lives but never speaks again. They manage to move to California. One day they go flying kites. They win and Amir runs off to the fetch the losing kite of Sorab. Khaled Hossaini writes from a heart that remembers in a homeland and remembers it well. While most of us think of Afghanistan as a war torn and weary, obviously and respectively frightening event, Hossaini remembers what it was before of all of that came to be. He gives the Afghani people a face, which can be a very powerful thing in needed. He does not give us a narrator who is unlikable and admirable or sometimes even excusable, but he does not give us a narrator who is a human, vulnerable, and who suffers for his shortcomings. For some trespasses, there is no attainment, only forgiveness. It always hurts more to have and loss than not have in the first place. No need for to recount anything more about in this book. Everyone had read it before me and the reviews merit. What I will say is that it is an important, heartfelt work of art, and I believe it was being causing readers to replenish boxes of tissues far into the future. Thank you.